Well, hello. It's time for another street photography video. I'm back at the Harbour Arm and I thought, sunshine's out, let's get out here and take a few more pictures, which I will do by just having the camera set on shutter priority, auto ISO. It's bright enough that it won't really lift more than 100. Base ISO on this Nikon D3200 is 100 ISO. So at 125th of a second, the aperture will be set by the camera, semi-automatic mode, and all we've got to do is find a subject. Now, street photography is wonderful if you're interested in taking pictures of people. If you're going to do architecture, shadows, abstract, that's all good and well. You don't need 125th. You can play around with the settings. But people make fantastic compositions, subjects. Long hair, short hair, piercings, no piercings, tattoos, no tattoos. Smiley people, angry people. Whatever the subject is, you're going to get a good shot and potentially interesting. From my previous video about being yourself, all you've got to do is get out here, take the shots, do what you would do, take shots of the things you find interesting. I think when we look at everybody else's videos, all we've got to take on board is the hints for the settings on the camera. We don't have to, you must go and stand 20 meters from somebody and you must have your back to, it really doesn't matter. You take the picture, right? On that subject, before we get into walking about and taking some pictures, I think I'm on a bit of a rant and a rave, My last video, who would take the best or who could take the best picture, just, the answer would surprise you. Link up here. Kind of went mini viral. I'm really pleased. Less than a week and it's had 500 views. My subscriber count has shot up by 25 subscribers. So all you new subscribers, thank you so much. All you existing subscribers, hi. Oh dear. Yeah, so what's my rant and rave this time? I was watching a couple of vlogs this morning, and the thing that gets me, and I did it in an early video, an early series of videos, is the B-roll. I hate it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just want to get into the video. Wow, okay, you've engaged me. I'm interested. Tell me about it. But instead, we get keys going in ignition, we get doors closing, we get walking and walking and walking. Who cares? Unless you're doing some kind of cinematic role. Okay, I'm sorry. People care. People do find it interesting. Disregard my comment there. I don't care. I'm not interested. And the other pet hate, I have to take my glasses off for this, is that people, I don't have it on my I don't have a flippy screen, but let's imagine this camera had a flippy screen. Out it comes, right? And I'm recording video and I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to like 100 people over there. They look at their flippy screen while they're looking at the screen. And what this does, I have to grab my camera here, pop it just here. Come on, face tracker. So they've got the camera, it's right here, it's filming them, but they've got the flippy screen out here like that, whatever it's doing. Instead of looking straight at the camera like that and talking to camera, I'm talking to you, what you need to do is this, you need to do these settings, they're doing that. What I need to do, what you need to do is talk to the camera so that you engage the viewer. They're looking right in your eyes. Do you know what I mean? Eyes, soul, window to the soul. And you will engage somebody much better if you look at them in the eyes. If you're looking over there, because you're looking at your flippy screen, because you're looking at yourself to make sure you're in shot. The camera's got you. That's just a rant, just a rave. Rick Davies from Supertramp goes like this. Although go and take some street photographs. Let's find some interesting compositions, mostly people. See what we can find. Come on. I nearly shot myself in the foot then. Practice what you preach. I just walked down the Harbour Arm here. I thought, oh, I'll film myself coming down there. But you're not interested in that. You want to talk about street photography, right? So I'm at the Harbour Arm, and what we've got here, we've got a little French style cafe. We've got a couple of lovers sitting there having a drink. We've got some people down here. Got a waitress serving. So what I'm going to do is just take a few shots, and remember that we are permitted to take photographs, street photography. The premise is that you don't want to invade someone's privacy. You don't want to be going up into the face. Whoa, I can take a picture of you. You've got an interesting mug. However, we can. It's public domain. CCTV everywhere. Everyone's taking pictures of things and people. Just don't go upsetting someone. If you get challenged, then either say, yeah, I just wanted to take a picture, and show them the image. They might like it. They might get your email address and you can send it to them. So I'm going to take a couple of shots from here, and then we'll carry on down. And here they are. Now for me, one of the fascinating aspects of taking street photography, and I said this in my previous video, is the engagement. There's something going on. There's a conversation people are having, or there's an exchange of money, you know, someone's buying something. And this is part of the course, that you're telling a story with your image. You've captured a moment in time, and the story is unfolding. It's fabulous. And rather than taking a portrait shot, you know, someone posing, take a picture of me. You're actually doing candid photography. And I think that's when you capture kind of the human element, the human essence, the human soul. You capture the person in the middle of doing something, but you capture their essence. I think when people, I don't know if it's right in saying that if someone's striking a pose, then they're acting, aren't they? They're doing something that they wouldn't normally do. And so that's why it's good to get a candid shot. So let's carry on walking down here, and we'll see if we'll take some aerial shots from up here, because as I'm standing up at the top, we'll have people walking all the way down here. And I might be able to get a shot there. Might even get a shot of the guy casting his rod. So we've got quite a few subjects here. We've got the guys fishing, we've got people having coffee, we've got people walking around. So a couple of shots from up on the top of the Harbour Arm, and then we'll go to the end there and see what's happening on the beach. Well, that was excellent. I'm walking along the top, getting a few shots now. I stopped the fisherman. I had a chat with him. I was telling me about how he's catching his mackerel for the barbecue later that day. I said, can I take a picture of you? He said, yeah, fill your boots. So I got a couple of nice shots of him. And I'm walking along, taking a few shots, the angle's down. And this couple walks by hand in hand. I thought, that's just great. That would be a perfect picture. And this is where you get out of your comfort zone. Because although we are permitted to take photographs, people generally, excuse me, don't take a picture of me. But if you ask the people, more often than not, they've got no problem with it. And I said, you know, I'm doing some street photography for my YouTube channel. Do you mind if I take a picture? We then set it up, made them walk back, and then walk back again. Couple holding hands. So if you're watching this, couple, leave a comment because they asked for the channel name. So that's another thing, is that perch yourself somewhere, get yourself comfortable, and then just shoot off shots. So let me find a place to sit down. Might even get myself a coffee actually, and then just point the camera. Right, let's get a coffee. Let's sit down. How utterly amazing! I got my coffee. I got out of my comfort zone by asking people if I could take photographs of them. And I guess that's the key to street photography. You know, don't be bashful. People are so full of what they're doing in their life, you know, that they're totally ignoring you anyway. But I got myself in this spot. I thought, if I can just point my camera at any random shots, the people come to me. Not sure about the lighting because I've lost the cloud. The clouds come here. So excuse my rambling and ranting at the beginning there about, you know, looking to the distance when you're supposed to be looking at the camera. Just my quirks, just what I like. If I don't see it in a video that someone's got, then I'm likely not going to be watching those videos because I like to be engaged. I want eye contact, you know. So that's it. Street Photography 101. Shutter priority. Focus on my camera. Shutter priority. 1/125th of a second. If I see a cyclist, I'll drop it to 1/60th because then I can capture the motion with the blurred background. But 1/25th, ISO set to auto. I'm just quickly looking at all my images, flicking through, and you know my base ISO is 100 on this camera. Apart from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apart from 5 images, which jumped to 180, ISO 180. One of them was ISO 124. No, hang on, ISO 240. All the rest were ISO 100. So even though I had it on auto ISO, because of the light, it actually kept it at base ISO. So the last batch of photographs for you then. I'm going to sit here, watch some fascinating people walk by. People are wonderful, do you think? Such varieties of life, and people are bashful. People are actually very, very friendly, and you just start engaging a conversation, and sometimes you can't stop people talking, especially me. But what I'm saying is, it's just we're all in this together, you know. We're born, we live, we die. All we've got to do is be nice to one another. There's my peace and love. Peace and love out. So stop waffling, drink my coffee, take some pictures, leave you with the gallery. See you in another video.